friends, I see some friends coming in. Welcome. Happy Friday. It's Friday, June 12th. I cannot believe it's June. And every Friday on the channel, I do a live show at 5 p.m. Pacific. So if you're on the East Coast, that's 8 p.m. We have a really great group of people that show up. If you happen to be watching the replay and you're saying, gosh, I always miss it, I wish I was there, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it so that way you get a notification that I'm going on. I also have to set a reminder on my phone that says, a friend of mine on YouTube is going live because we would love to have you. I see some friends coming into the chat. I can't wait to say hi and see what you're up to. I feel like I've had a busy reseller week. What about you all? It would be helpful for me if in the chat, some of my friends would give me a little check-in, like, what are you working on in your business right now? Is there anything happening in your business that feels challenging for you right now? And how are you overcoming that challenge? Or is there any questions or things we could help you with? And is there anything you're feeling particularly proud of in your business right now? Something that's actually going well for you. So I would love a check-in from everybody about what you're up to in reselling so that I can say hi to you and we can all connect. I see so many great friends. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to it every week. Friday cannot come fast enough for me. If you happen to be new to the channel, hi and welcome. I'm Quenby. I am a reseller, which means I buy things, mostly clothes, at places like yard sales and thrift stores, and then I turn around and sell them online on sites like Ebay and Poshmark for profit. I do it part-time. I've been doing it almost 9 years, and it's a business I love. I've always been a proponent of thinking people should, if possible, have more than one stream of income because you never know what may happen. And it's good to have income and businesses coming in different ways. So I talk about that quite a bit on the channel. Let's say hi to some friends. 5:02 and my people are here. I am so happy to see you. Please check in and let me know where you are. Remind us where you are in the country, what's happening there. For me, on June 12th, 2020, we are all still quarantining. We are all still wearing masks and social distancing. Things are starting to open here with many restrictions. The Goodwill is still not open. I feel like I must be one of the last places in the country. The Goodwill's not open, so I've been doing a ton of sourcing on Goodwill online. I'd love to talk to you guys about that. Let me say hi. And then I'm going to look for your check-ins where you're telling me what's happening with you. Barbara Babash is here. Good evening, all. You made it, and you made it early. I love it. Sarah Lee is here. Hey, girl, how's it going there where you are? And also Victoria, another great vintage seller. We've got a lot of vintage sellers in our community, and vintage could mean a lot of different things. A lot of you I follow on Instagram, so I see you're selling a lot of like 80s, 90s vintage, and then some people are selling much older stuff. It's something I'd love to learn more about. Lori Owens is here. Happy Friday. Yay, it's Friday. It doesn't really mean much to me. I don't know if it does to you. In my old life it did, but right now it's like another day. I'm not doing much different. Happy Friday. Retail finally opening in NJ. Starting Marshall's, here I come. Well, starting Monday, Marshall's, here I come. Okay, I would love to hear if anybody has gone into stores. I'm starting to try and visualize in my mind what that might be like. So I'd love to hear what your experience is of how they're doing it. The only place I did go recently was Home Depot to buy some plants. I wonder if Lisette's here. Let me see if Posh is my purpose is here. We had some great communication on Insta. There she is. New England Betty Boop. Happy Friday, beautiful Quenby. She and I had some nice exchanges on Instagram this week about buying flowers. I don't know. There have been so much going on in our world, you guys. It is a challenging time. I still look for the beauty in the opportunity and things to be grateful for, even when times are challenging. And I think flowers have always been kind of a symbol of hope for me. You know, things can be really hard and ugly in some ways, what's happening. And then you plant your flowers and you go out and you water them and you care for them and they bloom for you. And to me, they're a real reminder of hope. Lori's here from Seattle Gal Style. Hi, friends. Hi, Lori. I saw, if you see her I've got up on the screen her logo branded there. She posted on Instagram. She's got some branding stuff. You did some like cards and stickers, I think. Does anyone have a good resource for stickers that are inexpensive? That's one thing I didn't order when I got my logo recently because they were so pricey, but I would love some stickers. Deborah's here. Hey, Deborah Whitehead, how are you feeling? How are things going where you are? Great to have you. Donna, Lucky You Boutique is back. You joined us last week, and it was so great to have you, so I'm glad to see you again. What are you guys up to? Did anyone get a chance to see my mystery handbag unboxing videos? I'd love to get your feedback on that. Cool Cat Reviews is here. I just quit reselling today, but I support her channel. You quit reselling. Gosh, that sounds like a story there. You're going to have to explain that. Hi, everyone, she says. Hey, Bill is here. What's up, peeps? It is so good to see you. I feel like I've missed you in the last couple weeks. I actually, I love watching Bill and Tori's live on Sunday, but I went over to your channel and they weren't doing it because you were doing some March stuff, which I thought was really cool, but I miss you guys. Kelly Shaffner is here. Hi, everyone. Hey, Quenby. I got home early today and happy to be here. I'm so glad because the last couple times you were with us, Kelly, you were like in the car. And I've done that where I'm listening to lives when I'm in the car. And it's a challenge because I always want to comment. I want to say hi to everybody, but I'm driving, so I probably shouldn't. It's like I wait to get to the stoplight so I can see what I'm missing in the chat. Carrie's here. Carrie's another person I have a great connection with over on Instagram. Woot, woot. Carrie T is here. Yes, she is. It's kind of fun to say hi to you guys on Instagram in between. I try and post on there. I don't know. I try and do like one feed post a week and then I post stuff to my stories, but it's a lot to keep up with. Some people like are so good at putting out content on there. Lindsay's Posh Loft is here. She's got a really great closet. Make sure at some point during our time together tonight that you put in your Poshmark closet or wherever you're selling things. I'd like to go over and check you out. I try to get to as many people as I can over the course of the week, but she's got some really cute stuff in her closet. I've got to not be buying a lot of stuff. Let's see if I've said hi to everybody. Molly Jones is here. Hi, Molly. I'm finally watching my first live with you. I usually have to listen to the replay the next day. I'm so glad. How did you manage to do it? Did you set a reminder or did you get the notification? I know some people are subscribed, but they don't hit that little bell. So then they don't get a message on their phone that says we're going live. They miss the notification part. But I get so many comments on the videos and on Instagram of people like, oh, I keep missing it. I want to catch it one of these times. So we would love to have you. If you happen to be listening and maybe you're a little bit shy or nervous, I encourage you and challenge you to say hi in the comments. There's a drop down underneath the video and you can just say hi, tell us where you sell, where you're from. Is that a giant instrument, Molly, in the picture with you? Is that like a tuba? You're going to have to explain that. Karen's here from Red's Revivals. Hi, everyone. She says, so good to see you. Let's see if I've got, oh, good. James is making it. I start to mentally in my head as I look through people in the chat. I'm like, where's my regulars? I need my people. If you're not here, let me know because I'll be wondering where you are and missing you. James from the Antique Boutique is here and Deb's here. Yippee, I made it this week. I notice when you're not here and I think other people in the chat do too. We're like, hey, we're used to seeing you. Style on Sale is here. Hi, Quenby. Hi, everybody. Good to have you. Where are you in the country? Remind me. Okay, let's see if I said hi to everybody. And then I want to check in. I would love to hear what is going on for you, what you're working on. I don't know if anyone got a chance to see. Some of you did because you left comments, but I ordered a giant lot of handbags from shopgoodwill.com. So I have been sorting through that and it's been super fun for me. I'm looking for this comment that I highlighted. There it is. So I can get it off the screen. The chat moves so fast. There we go. So I've entered the world of selling handbags. It's been so fun. I am a reseller who loves always learning and growing and changing. Like if I'm doing the same sort of thing for too long, I lose my zest for it. And I think that's true in all areas of life, but certainly in business and in reselling for me, where I'm like, I'm ready to try something new. So during stay at home, I've learned a lot about shopping online. I have not gone to one thrift store since March, since the beginning of March, April, May, 3 full months with no stores. And yet I have plenty of inventory. I think a lot of us have said this. Let me know if it's true for you and what your experience with online sourcing has been. What have you done that you like? And what have you done that you're like, not doing that again? I'm shopping a lot on Goodwill online. They have a website called shopgoodwill.com. Let me know if you have experience. And I've been doing a lot of research on the site about what I can buy on there and keep my cost of goods and shipping costs low enough that I can make a profit. So I'm really trying to buy lots. So I bought a lot of Coach handbags. I'm so in love with them. They are so beautiful. I want to keep them all. Petey's here. That's my partner, Peter. Let's look at his handsome picture. I love to do that. I bet he's blushing at work. Hey, babes. Peter had to go back to the office. He started going just 2 days a week back to the office, and now he's going back full time. So we're a little bummed about that. We really liked having everybody home together, working from home. But Babette Sabol is here. Hi, everyone. Just got my 3-up box and 1/3 damaged in the 25 women's mixed box. I'm a little mad. Oh, I bet that was like I bet it's supposed to say thread up. Hi, everyone. I just got my thread up box. 1/3 of it's damaged. $25 mixed women box. I want to make sure we're talking about the same things. It's really important. Babette, leave another comment. Are you talking about 25 items mixed women's clothing box on thread up for $60 plus shipping? Because I'm a little confused because it says $25 and I don't know anything that's $25, but let's talk about that. Somebody flagged up because I want to go back and talk about it. Did I say hi to all my friends? Just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone because I care so much. Oh, look at this. Deb is here from Nebraska, the good life. What's it like in Nebraska? What's sourcing like for you? Where do you sell? What's happening with you? Oh, Bill says self-quarantining ourselves before we head to Seattle for Father's Day. So you have family there? And you used to live there, right? So I'm sure you've got a lot of friends. Oh, yay. Islet Dreams Reseller made it. Thank goodness you're here. Hi, Quenby. Hi, everyone else. Selling is great on Facebook Marketplace. Today was Dollar Day at the thrift. Yeehaw. I live to sell, but haven't sold mom yet. Something like that. Probably a typo. Dollar Day. I am so jealous. I do not have anything like Dollar Day. I wish I did. Oh, a super chat from Lisette. Lisette, you sweet bug. You don't have to do that. This is for ice cream for Torvald. I don't know how to get it up there. I'm like the worst live here, but I'll find it. Maybe it's in the chat somewhere. Lisette says, we're in phase 2 in Massachusetts. Everyone and their mother was out today. Hello, people. The Rona is still out there. Does anyone else have that experience? I'm out and I'm like, this is so weird. In California, I don't know what phase we're in. I think phase 2 as well, but it's still quarantining. And it's like, what are all these people doing out? There's traffic. It's busy. It doesn't look like we're in a place of quarantining. There it is. I figured out how to do it. This is for ice cream for Torvald. Torvald's at his dad's today, so he's not going to make his 5:20 appearance for his fans. I hate when he's not here. He likes it so much. He's just been so cute. We're planting, Torvald and I, in pots in the yard, and he's planted an herb garden. Some of you've met my son, who's Torvald, who's 8, and he's a little entrepreneur. So he bought these herbs, and now he plans on growing them, getting them big, selling them to me. So he's always looking for these new business ideas. It's like, what kids do that? I thought I saw, here's Walk. Runner is here. I got a thread up rescue box today, and I must say it was not bad. Okay. Is Daniela here in the chat? Not yet. We'll see if she comes in, or Randy's Closet. Let me know. And I hate to say this, please don't hate me, because I know some people reported getting not good boxes. I just got an awesome thread up box. I don't know what it is. That video will be out Monday. I'm really happy with it. I think it was awesome. And my boxes during quarantine have been better than ever. Please let me know your thoughts on this. Please let me know your experience. It's really important to me because I buy a lot of ThredUp boxes and I post them, and I never want to give misconception or misinformation. There's always a risk. Plenty of people get bad boxes. Please manage your expectations. I feel like it might be karma, you guys, because I've gotten so many bad boxes in my day, and not just ThredUp boxes, but mystery boxes from other people that I bought that I would just say are duds, like I can't make my money back. And I've gotten great ones. So Babette is saying 25 items for $60 and it was bad. Oh, is there anything, are there a few things in there you can sell to at least make your money back? Let us know. I'm so sorry. That's so disappointing. I try and buy many of them. So if one's bad, it's like, okay, it's not a total loss. Christy Blocker is here. Hey, reselling family. Hey to you. Where are you? What's going on in your business? So Walk Runner, what was good in your box? Or do you make videos about it? I don't want to spoil it. But what'd you get in there that was exciting, if you want to say? Did I see Leslie from Reseller's Passion in here? I'm looking for a comment. Leanne Matthews is here. Have you sold any bags yet? They cleaned up so beautifully and look great in your post. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just got them listed. So I'm trying to do like 5 a day or something. And so those of you who might not know, I purchased a large lot of Coach handbags from shopgoodwill.com. It was $500 plus shipping and tax. It was a big purchase. I saw a picture of the bags, but there was not a lot of information. I didn't know the condition. I am so thankful that they are in really great shape. Even the ones that looked a little bad, I cleaned up. I'm going to put another video up on cleaning leather and suede handbags. It's not hard to do. I'm really happy. So we will see how they do. If you're curious, I posted them on Posh and eBay, just like the first 5 or 10. I sold one bag to a viewer, that one gold poppy bag. I had 2 viewers that wanted that bag, so I just went with the first person that asked me. But if any of you are interested, I'm happy to give you a super good deal. I'm in love with them. Are you guys handbag people? Have you sold handbags in your business? Would you? What are your questions or thoughts about it? Do you like nice handbags for yourself? I didn't even know I was a nice handbag person till I got these handbags, and I'm like, wow, they're so nice. They're so nice. Like, if you can afford it, if you care about that sort of thing, the hardware is nice. The leather feels amazing. I mean, it's just a really nice thing. Oh, good. I see Leslie here, our Reseller's Passion. Hello, friends. I've been really enjoying Leslie's channel. Most of you, I'm sure, follow her already, but make sure to go over there and subscribe. If not, she has had so many great live shows. I mean, she has one most nights of the week if you like live, so definitely check her out. And she has a lot of great people on. And so also Victoria's saying, hey, Leslie, loving your tie-dyes, because Leslie's making some tie-dye tops. I haven't done that, but it looks really fun, and it's really popular right now, so it's a good business move. Has anyone seen my mom yet? Miss A. Webb made it. Is grateful Babette. Here we have Barbara Babash. We've got Babette Sabol. Then we have my mother, Barbara. I like handbags, but don't care about shoes, so it equals out. I've said before, some people love selling shoes. Selling shoes, I think, is smart business because they sell really well, usually for a higher dollar amount. I just don't love cleaning them and storing them. So I'm sort of like, especially if you can go to the bins and get shoes, man, I've gotten some good stuff at the bins for shoes. My bins, I don't know what yours are. My bins are $1.79 a pound, which is a little higher than some people's. And they don't do any sort of thing where if you buy a certain number of pounds, it's even cheaper. But that means shoes, you're usually paying $2 to $4 for a pair of shoes or boots, which is really cheap. And then you can usually sell them for a lot more than like a women's top. So if you like that sort of thing, like Barbara Babash is saying, shoes. And I know Leslie's saying, I like selling bags and shoes. I think there's a lot of good money to be made there. How do you store them though? Like, do you pack them all up ready to ship out and store them? I feel like they take up so much room. Let's see what I missed up here. I'm going back up now that I think I said hi to most friends. 36 people watching. Make sure you're subscribed. And Allison Cooper's here. I was able to snag a men's box yesterday from ThredUp, my favorite. Hey, Allison or anybody, if you guys ever notice on ThreadUp that they have, and we're friends on Instagram and you want to shoot me a message, or on YouTube, I check my messages every day, let me know. I would have bought a men's box. All I've seen on ThreadUp is the 25 pieces of women's clothing for $60 and the scarf box. Is Foxy Roxy here? I think she might have bought that scarf box before. I'm curious how it is. I mean, I've sold scarves, but I don't know if it's a good flip. Maybe if it's like seriously like a Gucci scarf or a silk or something special, but it's not something I look for to resell. Do you guys have experience with scarves? But I would love the men's box. I got one men's box at the beginning of quarantine, and I opened it, and I would say I thought it was good to great. I got a Patagonia men's fleece that they still have up on the website for $140 or something. So I have that one listed as size large, super nice. And as I was going through the box, I was like, this is good. But then when I looked up some of the stuff after, there were a few pieces that I thought were good. Now, the women's box that I'm going to have up on the channel on Monday, awesome. The last two women boxes were amazing. I'm like, I just think maybe I'm like finally getting some good boxes. Let's see. Also, Victoria says, did some retail arbitrage on some adorable boutique dresses, $10 each. Took 20 minutes to sell an awesome dress from Universal Studios Creatures of the Black Lagoon. What is that? I don't know what that is. Boutique dresses. So you went into a store, like, just in case anyone's listening, retail arbitrage is when you go to a store that sells new tags items and you buy them at a discount. Most of us usually do it when they're on clearance or something, and then you sell them online, and new tag stuff you can usually get more money for. So it's usually a good flip. But you went with boutique. So I'd be curious about that. I've always looked for like really well-known brands. Like I got a bunch of Eileen Fisher last year at Ross. I've never seen Eileen Fisher at Ross. Have you guys? It was new tag, organic Eileen Fisher. And that stuff, they've been kind of more slower long tail items because I was asking a lot for them. I sent one linen top to my sister Aaliyah, and I've slowly sold them off. I think I only have a few pieces left, but I was selling those more in the like $40 to $100 range because they were new tag, organic linen and cotton items from Eileen Fisher. I would do that again, but sometimes it takes me longer to sell that stuff. Again, you guys, retail arbitrage is a risk because you're often spending more than you would at the thrift store. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. See my previous comment, says Deborah. Okay, I'm going up here. I missed some stuff. Denise Douglas says, so good to see you tonight. TGIF, I know. Soon, I wonder, I started the live at 5 on Fridays, every Friday on my channel before quarantine. And we had a bunch of friends then too, because I was wondering when this lifts eventually, are people going to want to be out on Friday nights, like on date night and stuff? Or are you guys still going to be home? Are we still going to get together? We'll just see how it goes. I did get some rather, my son's 8 in elementary school and he's home and I've been homeschooling him, and now it's summer and there's no summer camp. We're not even sure if school is going to start for him in the fall. So that is like, wow, life is so changed. Karen from Red's Revival says, I was impressed with the condition of all the ones you received and love that they came with an authenticity certificate. Me too. So going back to that handbag lot I bought, they came with what's called a COA. And if you look at listings on eBay and Poshmark, maybe if you're on Mercari, whatever, if you're selling like a designer handbag, some of the listings will say with COA, that certificate of authenticity. So that's really helpful. Now I got Coach bags. Coach bags are faked, yes. I would be even more concerned. Coach bags retail for around $300, depending on the size, depending on what they're made of. But just a little basic bag is around $350. Bigger bags are more. I'm talking new if you buy them from Coach. I know there's other ways to get them, but they are still faked. But I think certificate of authenticity is even more important if you're selling like really like Louis Vuitton bags or Prada, expensive bags like that. You can pay online. It's usually about $20 per item to have something authenticated. You send in all the pictures from home. There are sites like realauthentication.com. I've looked into it before because I bought an Hermes wallet, and that's a long story in itself. I could do a whole video on that. But so I looked into these sites. So online, you take a ton of detailed pictures, you answer all their questions, you send it in, you pay $20, and they send you back a certificate of authenticity if it's real. And then you can use that when you sell, and you can get more for your item if you have that, because anyone buying a designer item online is going to be worrying, is it authentic? And just for risk management in your business, you guys, a customer can claim that something you sold them was not authentic, and that puts your account at risk. I know Poshmark has something to control this, where I think if it's over $500, Poshmark authenticates it and then sends it on. Correct me if I'm wrong, if any of you guys know, but if it were me and I was selling a high dollar item like that, I would want the COA, because I would never want a customer to come back, because they can sometimes shut down your store while they look into it. It can get kind of ugly. So do any of you sell high-end designer items like that? And what's your experience? Let me go back down here. Oh, James is talking to Molly saying, I played piano, viola, clarinet, saxophone when I was a kid. I get the love of music. Wow, that is such a great opportunity. I did not have that opportunity growing up, and that's a real blessing. Okay, let's go down here. You guys, I don't know how you stay with me every week. I'm like blabbing on, and I'm like at the top of the comments. Let me get down here for a second, see if I missed anything. And then I'll go back up and try and get to other stuff. Thank you for putting up with me as I navigate this whole live chat thing, which is, it goes so quick. Let's see. Leslie says, before quarantine, I didn't buy boxes from ThredUp, only individual items. Once we had to stay home, I took the plunge and started buying boxes. I've made really good money. That is so good to know. I've never seen you do an unboxing. I don't think. Have you done them on Instagram, Leslie, or YouTube? I'm the same way. I will say the same thing, Leslie. If you look at the history of my channel is like 1 year old. And in the beginning, I have lots of boxes, and some of them were not good. And the women's box for me historically wasn't good from ThredUp. I've ordered the 25-piece box. In my experience, it's different for everybody. It's always different. But in my experience, I said to myself, I'm not getting boxes that I like. I'm not going to buy ThredUp boxes anymore. Not the women's box. I did buy the designer handbag ones and stuff. But then I think we all had to pivot. We all had to get creative when quarantine started. So many of us went back to things like ThredUp boxes. And I'm personally really grateful for that, because as a part-timer and during quarantine for all of us, it can be a challenge to get enough inventory to list as much as you want to make the money you want in your reselling business. So to have 25 items show up on your doorstep, you're not out at the thrift store flipping through racks and making selections and buying it and bringing it home. It comes right to your door. That in itself has value. So I have really appreciated boxes during this time. Reseller Wendy says, yeah, I got a ring authenticated through Poshmark, but I've heard that they've been wrong before. Oh, okay. I don't know anything about that. I don't have any experience with that. I think I just know I've seen in the reseller community on Instagram and things like that, I've seen people are selling a bag or something, and I think there's a way where if it's over 500, it goes to Poshmark, they do their authentication, and then it goes on to the customer, and I don't think they charge you for that. But I haven't run into that yet. I haven't. Well, let's see what Carrie says here. If it's $500 or more, it gets sent to Poshmark, they authenticate it, and then send it to the buyer. That's what I think. That's kind of awesome that Poshmark does that. I don't know. I've never heard of eBay doing anything like that. And I think it's smart. I feel confident about that as a seller, because I would never want to put my store or closet at risk in that way, because I have heard many people have their shops on eBay, I know, shut down because someone claimed they're selling like inauthentic true religion jeans or whatever. And it's just like, oh, and on Etsy, I know it's happened to people. So I think it's just smart. Let's see what Lisette is saying here. That's so wonderful at the Antique Boutique, James. My husband plays the sax. My middle son plays the clarinet. My daughter used to play guitar, and my youngest sings in the choir and plays piano. That's awesome. I love that. My son, Torvald, goes to a charter school. It's a charter school for the arts is what it's called. So they integrate into his everyday schedule dance, fine arts, digital arts, drama, and music. And in third grade, which was him last year, all the third graders get a year of violin. He wasn't really so into it, but I still think it's so important and great that they offer that they get that exposure. I grew up, as some of you know who've heard my story before, I share it often, is I grew up with a single mom, 6 kids. There wasn't a lot of money to go around. Things like that, like being able to afford music lessons, all that, even from school sometimes was hard. So I didn't have that opportunity. So I always wanted my son to have some of those opportunities that I didn't have. And I think music is really important like that. Karen at Red's Revival says, my women's box had a super fake DVF dress that they insisted was real until I sent them a picture of the care tag that had several misspellings. They kindly returned $10 for me. Wait, let me unpack that. 47 people watching, please hit that thumbs up. It helps me out. And make sure you're subscribed and you've turned on the little bell. That allows me to make so many more videos and be here with you guys. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for being here with me on a Friday. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I look forward to Friday. And all week, I'm sort of like, when's Friday? When am I going to get to see my friends? So thank you for building this community with me, and thank you for being so good to each other in the chat. I see you all interacting and supporting each other, and I just think it's a fantastic thing. For me as a channel creator, one of my values, one of the things that was important to me around creating a channel was, what's it about for me? And a lot of it was about connection and community. Those are values for me in my life and my family and my work. And so to see that happening with our Friday show, and then to see some of you also watch my videos during the week and comment and we get to interact, that is extremely satisfying for me. And I want to thank you for joining in that with me. Now, back to Karen's comment. Karen, are you saying your ThredUp box had a fake DVF dress? Because I might be missing something there, because my understanding is with those ThredUp rescue boxes, you can get anything and everything. I mean, I've got damaged items. They're not going to, in a ThredUp rescue box, they are not going to refund you for damaged items or fake items. Wait till you see the fake item I got in my box, that my video that's coming out Monday. It is, I was like, what is this? It's so fake. Does anyone know, actually? I've been selling on eBay for 9 years, you guys. That's a long time. I have a lot of experiences just because I've been on there a long time. Does anyone know, can you sell a fake item if you disclose that it's fake on eBay? Can you put in your title, knockoff DVF dress, or, fake Gucci bag? Because I go on and I look at some of that designer stuff, and they're coming from, out of the country, and they're so fake, but they're not even saying that they're fake. But can you do that? Can I put funny fake designer item and sell it? I assume I could, right? But I've never tried it. Yeah, so Karen, let me look and see if she responded. I'd really like to know what that was. Cool Cat Review says, it's against the law to sell fake. Yeah, I totally get it. I know that it's against the law to sell a fake designer item as if it's real. But what if you say, this is fake? Do you want this fake? Because I got this funny fake designer piece, but someone might want it. Like, it's funny and cute, but I don't think it's real. So I would put in there fake. Brandy says, I don't think so. Hey, Brandy, I'm so glad you made it. She's a California girl, too. I'm in Northern California, though. So is she. So Leslie says, you can sell anything on any platform if you disclose the information. That's like selling something with a flaw. That's a really good point, Leslie. I sell plenty of flawed things. You guys have helped me to feel more comfortable selling more flawed things and disclosing. But if you're like, hey, this is a knockoff, people buy knockoffs all the time. I see people out with their knockoff Louis Vuitton purses all the time. Where did they get them? Like, some people like the designer and they can't afford a $1,200 purse, so they're walking around with a fake one. Ooh, let's see what Karen says here. They stated that they do not sell any fake brands and want to know if you do get one because that means someone is not doing their job. That's what they told me anyway. But in a rescue box, because I would think that's where they end up. I would think, that's where they put the fakes. Like, say, okay, let's get into this. I love a good nitty-gritty discussion, and I love talking about ThreadUp because, like ThreadUp or not, it is a part of our business, and people use ThreadUp in so many different ways right now. People buy stuff and send it into ThreadUp. People buy rescue boxes. People go onto ThreadUp for their reselling business and buy individual items and have that shipped to them, and then they turn around and sell that on Poshmark or Mercari or online, wherever. ThreadUp is part of our culture, the reselling culture. But what I think would be true is if you go on ThreadUp and see a DVF dress and you buy it and they send it to you and it's fake, that's a problem. But wouldn't they put it in the rescue box? Because a rescue box, for anyone who doesn't know, is everything ThreadUp no longer wants on their site. Maybe it's men's items and ThreadUp doesn't take men's, so those end up in rescue boxes. Maybe it's a damaged item, so those end up in rescue boxes. Maybe it's a brand or a style that they think is like outdated or they don't carry, rescue box. Or say they got something they thought was fake. Wouldn't that end up in a rescue box or no? That's what I would imagine, but I don't know. Let's see. Lindsay's Posh Loft says, my $300 designer ThreadUp box has a fake Burberry shirt. I've been emailing them for weeks and they wouldn't do anything until my last email where I told them it's illegal to sell fake designer items. Yes. Now, Lindsay, that's different because that's not a regular rescue box. That was a special designer box. And I'm so glad our friend Denali El Ducho has a video on this because she bought the $300 ThreadUp designer box for 15 items. People, not everybody might be following this, so I'm just going to give a little background. So they offered that on ThreadUp. I don't know if it's still on there. I think not. Let me know, you guys. This was maybe like a month ago, 6 weeks, 2 months ago, a limited time $300 designer box. And a lot of people bought them and a lot of people made videos about them. And has anyone seen a good video or heard someone give a good review of that? Because I've only seen ones where people were disappointed. I think that that didn't roll out so well. And hopefully ThreadUp is making that right and correcting that. And I think what I've heard, Lindsay, is that a lot of people said you have to stay on ThreadUp. It took many emails and calls, and they will make it right, but you have to advocate for yourself. James at the Antique Boutique says that's not true. You cannot sell fakes on eBay. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think I will not be doing it just in case, but I don't know. Kelly Shaffner says ThreadUp will refund you for the product if they accidentally send you a fake. They cannot even sell them without disclosure. Okay. And if that's true for ThreadUp, then maybe that's true for eBay and Poshmark as well. It's like, what do I do with this fake designer item then? Like donate it back to Goodwill or something, I guess. Someone might actually want it. It's super cute. It's just, I don't think it's real. So as a company, it sounds like Kelly's saying ThreadUp cannot sell them. Even in the rescue box, it sounds like. That surprises me. Well, that means I got one in the rescue box. But you know what? When I buy a rescue box, I say to myself, Quenby, anything could be in here. Anything goes. Don't get upset if you get a ripped item. Don't get upset if you get a fake item. It's on me. I'm taking that risk because, okay, here's what James says. I'm taking that. Oh, Resell Secrets is here. Okay, so I'll get back to her. So this is really good education for me and for anyone listening now in the chat and watching later. I really appreciate you guys offering this up. James says it's illegal to sell fake in any and all shapes and forms. Okay, so even if you say this is fake, you're buying a fake item. Okay, I believe you guys then. Let me ask you this, though, because plenty of people are doing it. You can go on eBay right now, and you can search Hermes wallet. and you will see that you can buy one for like $40 from another country. It's usually China, but it might be somewhere else. And they're selling, and you can see that they've sold hundreds or thousands of them. So what do you guys think that's all about? I'm not going to do something that I know is not right, that could get me in trouble, that I have any question about, but I think it's happening. Lindsay said, I opened up a credit card dispute, and the last email I received said they will give me credit if I send back all 15 items. So I mailed that box out yesterday. Oh my gosh. So this is, Lindsay's talking about that 15 item, 300. So gosh, Lindsay, I just want to say I'm sorry that you had to go through that, because for me, that would be upsetting if, like, okay, I bought this special box, I get the fake, and then you have to send back all the items. So what if there were items in there that you were satisfied and wanted to keep? They said you have to send them all back. I think they did that with Denali too. She has a video about it on her channel, El Ducho. I think that was the deal, and she thought so many items weren't good enough. So just to be super clear, I like that we can all share our experiences with ThredUp on here. I don't have a negative feeling about ThredUp. I don't, I'm happy with my experiences of them. I'll continue to buy stuff, but I do think that it's important that they do the right thing by their customers if things like this are happening. I'm really glad that they're at least making that right, but I'm sorry that you had to work so hard for that, and that I almost feel like they should compensate you in some way for your time and having to pack everything up and send it out and everything. I mean, it just doesn't seem right. So I'm sorry about that. Brandy says they're probably not getting reported. So people that might be selling fake stuff, probably it's not getting reported. Restyle Secrets is here. I'm so glad to see you. Happy Friday. Good to see you here. Let's see what else people have to say. What else did we want to talk about? Oh, I talked about my handbag stuff. So that's been really fun. Did any of you guys, I got to be on Denali El Ducho, her podcast. She has a podcast called Flip the Script. It came out on Monday, and with everything going on, it was going to come out a week before or 2 weeks before, and we put it off because of everything going on in the world, and then she just put it out on Monday. So I think, I don't know, do you guys watch podcasts? I just got on my phone the Anchor app because I have an Android, and that allows me to watch. You just search Flip the Script, and you can find she has so many good discussions on there. Do you guys listen to podcasts? She does a great one, Leslie from A Reseller's Passion. I've been on hers too. That feels like a million years ago, but it wasn't that long ago. She has great talks with resellers, and I find it really fun to listen to everybody's business models, everybody's story of how they got into reselling, what they're working on. Cool Cat Review says, for me, it's not worth it because I would be too scared to get sued by a person. Yeah, totally hear ya. Let's see. Gosh, we're going way up into the counterfeit thing. So let's just, it's a felony, says Barbara, to ship a fake item. I'm so glad I brought this up with you guys. I guess I'm just going to redonate that fake item. Gosh. Okay. Let's move on from that and see what else people are up to. Did anyone get a chance to listen to that podcast, though? I thought it was pretty fun. And on Monday, I was hoping Daniela would be here from Ivy and Blush. On Monday, I'm going to go live on her channel with her. And I think her channel, put it in here if you guys know, I think her channel is Ivy and Blush, or it could be Daniela. But I'll be live over there. It's her first live. Okay, I'm going to go way back up to the chat to see what else I missed up here. It's her first live, so I'm going to do it with her. I said, just do it. You can just got to kind of do a live. And maybe some of you will be there, and that'll be okay. What else is happening that I missed up here? Christy Blocker, way up here, said, I love shoes. I bought shoes a while back from an estate sale for $3, and the boots were $5, probably 40 pairs, 8 pairs of Birks. Birkenstocks sell well. No to everybody, even if they like, Birkenstocks are a type of shoe, like a sandal shoe, where it really leaves like a foot impression mark, so that pre-owned, they don't always look that great, but they still sell. So the Birks sold all but one, and I still have the rest to sell. I'm storing them in the UPS shoes. Oh, the shoe boxes. Yeah, that's a great way to do it. Do you guys think there'll be yard sales? Has anyone seen yard sales, been to yard sales? Because it's June. Usually in my area, yard sales get going. And you would think maybe with masks and if everybody's distancing, we could do yard sales. I mean, yard sales are a great way to source super cheap items for your business, because usually at yard sales, everybody's willing to let things go for like $1. Usually most yard sales around here, clothes are like $1. I can fill up a bag, get a ton of inventory. So I'm really hoping we'll have yard sales. Walk Runner says, Quenby, how did you come across that lot of bags? So I bought a lot of 30 Coach handbags on shopgoodwill.com. I do have a video up on the channel from a while ago, like with details on my experience of shopping on shopgoodwill.com and tips, because kind of like what to look out for, how to search, and I show you on my computer doing it. So that might be helpful for you. But in short, on shopgoodwill.com, so Goodwills across the country are now selling their wares online. So they have a website called shopgoodwill.com, and you can buy, most things are auctioned, some things are buy it now. It's kind of like eBay, and you can bid on things. So I search for lots. The reason I search for lots is because it's kind of expensive. On shopgoodwill.com, you have to add shipping into everything, and their shipping is kind of expensive. So the way it works for me to shop on there, and I have like 4 or 5 boxes sitting down there right now that I've ordered in the last 2 weeks. I am choosing to buy lots because shipping is expensive. And if you can put things in a lot, you're going to get a better deal. Like maybe you're only going to pay $10 or $15, but you're going to get 10 items for shipping because they'll combine it all when you go to checkout. They do. So I would look for things that have 1 cent shipping. You can search on shopgoodwill.com by 1 cent shipping. You can filter that way. That's an awesome way to do it because shipping costs adds up. You can search by buy it now if you don't want to do auctions. Do you guys like auctions? Auctions like totally stress me out because you have to be there at the last 1 minute, 30 seconds and everybody bids like crazy. And then I get aggravated that I was watching this item and bidding and I didn't get it. So it's like, I prefer to do buy it now because I just don't like the stress of auctions. I don't know what you guys think about that, but so the way I've used shopgoodwill.com is similar to how I use like ThredUp. So what I've done, we have like 10, 13 minutes left of the show. So if you guys have last things you want to say or you want to put your posh closets in and stuff so we can share, make sure to do that. Or if there's anything that you guys are doing that you want to talk about, make sure to put it in the comments. What I've done on both ThredUp and shopgoodwill.com is I look at my store and closet. I sell on eBay and Posh, and I look at what sells well for me. Like, what is my best-selling brands, styles, what sells, you know, and not the one-off bolos. Those are harder to find. But like for me, for example, in my eBay store, my best-selling brand is still like J. Jill or Chico's. That is a brand that I can sell in the $20 range consistently, easily, bread and butter moves. So if I can find it even for like $4 or $5 and I know I can sell it for 20 to 30, I am okay in my business model to flip that. Some people want to make way more than that. I totally respect it. Some people make less. They do a ton. They do like quantity. So what I did is I searched on something like Goodwill.com. J. Jill, size large, wide leg linen pants. And I bought like 10 pairs and I have sold almost all of those, you guys. I have a video a while back where I did that on ThredUp. And I think I spent $100 and I got like 16 items and almost, not all of them, but a good amount of those have sold. I'll do a follow-up video maybe on like what sold from Shop Goodwill or what sold from ThredUp. Maybe that'd be helpful. So that's how I've used it. And I have like this box is sitting right here because I was going to film a video unboxing the stuff I got at shopgoodwill.com. But I ran out of time. Mo is here. So Mo's put, looks like, is that your Poshmark closet in there? Oh, good. People are sharing their closets. Here's Barbara Babash. I've been over to her closet. If you get a chance and you're feeling generous, go over to people's closets like after the live and just choose one or two people and share. And most people have like, and I love it when you guys do this. If you have one listing in Posh that's like your seller listing, like introducing yourself, then I can leave a comment and say, thanks for coming to the show. Great to see you. So definitely, if you get a chance, do that. Oh, look, I saw someone, Cardiff Closet is here. I would love to see what sold from ThredUp. Yeah, that'd probably be a good follow-up, like what sold. I have a ton of, and Kelly's unboxing and reviews said that I would love to see the what sold. I have a bunch on my channel. But I think what I'm hearing from you that I can do is like what sold from ThredUp or what sold from ThredUp rescue boxes. I do have one. I think I do. I was going to what sold from the free inventory that I got like in the beginning of this stay at home. I got a bunch of free inventory from neighbors and stuff, and a bunch of that is sold too. So it's like, you know, that stuff sells. Carrie says Birks sell really well for me. Do you clean them up? Like, they always look to me, because of the insole footbed, they just always look like not that clean, the pre-owned ones. Mo says, I bought 2 purses from Goodwill online from Albuquerque. Okay, cool. Lindsay's Posh Loft says, there are a lot of Goodwills that have stores on eBay. I did not know that. How do you find it? Wait. Maybe I did. Do they do lots and stuff? I've been buying from the San Francisco Goodwill on eBay for many years. That's awesome. San Francisco is only an hour from me. And my favorite Salvation Army in town is one that gets the majority of their inventory from San Francisco. And San Francisco, metropolitan city, very high cost of living there. So what does that translate to? People spend a lot of money on clothes. Like, I find my best like stuff, higher end brands, like for example, AG Jeans, Adriano Goldschmied. That is a brand of jeans sold at places like Nordstrom. They retail new for about $240. They're amazing. If you feel them, they feel awesome. I own a few pair for myself. I find AG jeans at this specific Salvation Army because they come up from San Francisco, and that's a popular jean in San Francisco. There are a lot of things like that. So that's really smart of you, Lindsay, to be like, okay, well, which Goodwill online is going to have more good brands, higher end retail brands, right? So that is genius. You know, I do, now that I'm thinking, because I buy a lot for myself and my family on eBay, and I do feel like I've seen Goodwill, and they have like a table with a bunch of stuff on it. You can buy like a lot. But how do you find that? How do you search it? Like on Poshmark, it's so easy to search your stores and closets with your name. And on eBay, that's a little more challenging. If anyone has a good tip for that, let us know, because I'd love to find your eBay stuff. Sarah Lee says, no yard sales in my neighborhood, Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle. I mean, I wonder if people are afraid, but it's like around me, some stores and restaurants are starting to open with restrictions. Wear a mask, social distancing. Couldn't we do that at yard sales pretty easily? Like, wear your mask and don't get right next to somebody. And you're outside, so it seems like it would be better, right? Reseller Wendy says, I went to a community yard sale today at lunch and grabbed a pair of Kate Spade cat mules, a J. Crew cashmere sweater, and J. Crew tiger loafers. Oh, that sounds like really good stuff. Was it inexpensive? Like, I have an expectation if I'm going to a yard sale that it's going to be cheap. I notice I get aggravated. If I go to someone's yard sale and it's like an expensive yard sale, I get so aggravated. I'm like, but it's a yard sale. Like, yard sales, I just remember growing up in Massachusetts. I'm from the Boston area. Yard sales were cheap. Everything was like 5 cents, 25 cents. And I get it. That was like 30 years ago. Fine. But don't you have the expectation that yard sales are going to be inexpensive? I do. So then I get kind of aggravated. Like, why do you want so much stuff? Like, why do you want so much stuff, so much money for your stuff? Is anyone listening to anything good right now? I just want to let you know, I've shared this before, but with everything going on in the world and how challenging it's been for a lot of people, a lot of reasons, one of the ways that I'm coping and getting through in the healthiest way I can is taking a walk every morning by myself. I put my headphones on. PD got me these awesome Bluetooth ones. That has made such a difference. And I listen to podcasts. And I'm listening to what I'd call like inspirational, motivational, spiritual stuff. We've talked about this a little bit. I shared with you either last week or the one before about the happiness lab, about the science of being happy. And some people reached out to me and said they listened to it and it was really helpful. Thank you. So I want to let you know a few of my other favorites that I'm listening to. I've been listening to Eckhart Tolle. Everybody knows him from The Power of Now. Katie Byron I've been listening to and really liking that. And good old Oprah's Super Soul Sundays have been amazing. She's had Pema Chodron on. She had Anne Lamott on, Brene Brown, all my favorites. So I don't know. I'm just putting that out there to you that I think it's really helpful and can keep us in a positive mindset if we choose what we're taking in, how much we're taking in, how much media and fear are we taking in, how much negativity and people that are hard we're taking in. And then I try and set myself up for the best chance of having a good day and staying grateful and staying in my heart when I'm listening to good stuff, when I'm getting the reminders I need about how to live in the world in a healthy way, how to be the best version of myself, how to keep my priorities and my values. So that's been really helpful. And I don't know if anyone needs to hear that, but let us know if there's somebody in particular that you like, and let us know if you listen to anything over the week or watch anything that's helped you, because you never know who might need to hear those messages. Lisette says, I'm a visual person, so I prefer watching, but I listen if my friends run. Yeah, me too. I mean, I get so much reseller content because when I'm working, I have my laptop or my phone and I listen to your channels and your shows, and that inspires me and helps me. But I need to balance it out for myself with some other stuff that's not reseller related, that's like going to help me in my life, in my family, in my job, with parenting, in my relationship. There's some great relationship ones too. There are some great relationships. Harville Hendricks, Harville Hendricks are really good. The Gottman Institute, if you want to work on your relationship with your significant other, there's so much good education and content out there, you guys. Be sure to check that stuff out. It's important for your spirit and your soul, which, for me, I was saying this in my interview with Denali on her podcast, Flip the Script, is that for me personally, it's not helpful to separate out my work and my reselling business and the rest of my life. I want to bring my same self, my same values, my same, show up in the same way for my business that I do for the rest of my life. Why would it be separate in that way? And that's been really helpful. Kelly's Unboxing and Review says, I like Dr. Phil podcast. Gosh, I know I haven't thought about Dr. Phil in a long time, and he does do a lot of I'm trying to remember I know he has a lot of health focus, but maybe I'll check that out. That sounds good. I love finding somebody new because I'll be flipping through and I've listened, Cardiff Closet says, I became a podcast addict when I had a 2-hour daily commute. Oh, totally. That's the best use of your time. Why not listen to something inspiring? Why not make it good? When I used to have to write, when I was living in Boston, I rode the T or whatever, I would always have a great book. Why not listen to something? Boy Mom, blessed unboxing and mom stuff. I'm a boy mom. Is that your channel? I should check that out. I agree. I bargain and never pay over $5 at a yard sale. And I'm hooked on Dr. Phil's Murder and Mystery podcast. Wow, I don't know what that is. We'll finish up in the next few minutes here. Wendy says it wasn't too cheap. They had them marked at $10 each for shoes, so I had them throw in a pair of J. Jill Dreams. Well, you know what? I'm okay spending $10 if I think I can flip it for 30 or more. I mean, if you're going to double your money in profit, that's fine with me. I mean, everyone's different around their business model around all that stuff. But like I have stuff in this box that I'm going to make a video about from Shop Goodwill that I spent $10-12 on, but I think I can flip it for, there's a pair of Fry boots in here. I can't wait to see them. That was the pair I told you about last week that they didn't know they were Fry because they didn't recognize the Fly logo. So they just had them as leather boots. So I think I paid 10 or 12 bucks, but hopefully I can flip those for, usually it's over 50. But I'm okay flipping. Like if I can double my money in profit, not just the sale cost, but in profit, I would buy that. Kelly's unboxing and reviews. I never shop on Poshmark because the shipping cost is too high. I just watch reseller YouTube videos and buy directly from there. Not all resellers do this though. Yeah, that's been my concern too. Like the shipping is so expensive on Posh. I haven't sourced from there. I do always try and bundle. Like if I buy for myself from somebody, I always bundle. I can't even think. I'm sure I bought some individual items, some shoes and stuff, but I always try and bundle. Heather Arvin is with us. Hey, Heather, thank you for joining us. That's so great. How do you find it? Goodwill on eBay. I'm eBay sale. I start in November something. Yeah, I'd love to know how to find that eBay store. Let's go back and see if Lindsay put that in for us. I don't see it, but maybe there's a way we can search. Someone might be able to let us know, like, how do you find Goodwill on eBay, if anybody knows. Let's see. What else should we finish up with? Boy Mom Blessed Unboxing and Mom Stuff says, I made it. I love watching you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you made it. Now that you've been here and you've hung out with everybody, be sure to come back next Friday. I do it every Friday at 5. I have not even missed one. Christy says I cleaned the birch. And so I'm going to end up here. I just want to flash a couple of your Poshmark closets on the screen. I'm at the Grateful Queen or Grateful Queen on Poshmark. Find me there. Come say hi. And we can share each other's stuff back and forth. And let's see. We've got, here's Walk Runner's Closet at Bandersnatch 17. See, this is at Deb. I was trying to find you, Deb Whitehead. This is her closet. And I was trying to find you, Deb, last time to share. I was putting in Deborah Whitehead. I'm like, wait, I know I don't have it right. So hopefully now I'll know. And here is Deb's closet. So great. You guys have awesome closets. I really love going over there and seeing you guys. Cardiff's Closet Resell. Thank you. I totally will. I love reseller podcast content. If YouTubes were all recorded as podcasts, I'd be so happy. A lot of people do that. I think I'm supposed to do that somehow. Like, James is saying, type seller Goodwill in the search. Okay. And I think you have to be searching though. No, that on Posh, you have to search under people, not listing. So it gets a little tricky. You guys, it's been an hour, so I'm going to sign off. Is it just me or does this go by so fast? Like I wait for Fridays so I get to hang out with you. And then it goes by to me like in a blink of the eye. What I usually do after this is I go make dinner with Peter and Torvald. And then the next day I try and rewatch and go through the comments because I miss so many comments during the show because they go really fast. I can't keep up. So what I try and do is go back and find you guys and see the comments I miss because I do feel bad that I miss them. I wish I could do every single one and put it up on the screen, but I do go back so I see it at some point. This is Lori, Seattle Gal Style. This is her stores. Okay, here's Lindsay. She says, Goodwill San Francisco is Goodwill _industries _of San Francisco. Okay. Cool. So try and find that. Thank you for sharing that tip. A lot of people don't like to share that tip because they want to keep it for themselves, but I don't subscribe to that. If you do, that's fine. But for me, I try and keep the mindset that everything is abundant. There is enough for all of us in every way. Supporting somebody else's store, their YouTube, their Instagram, their podcast, their anything does not take away from you, your success, your potential. We can all support each other. There's plenty out there for you, so don't worry. Lisette is reminding us to hit that thumbs up. I would appreciate that, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. I want to thank Lisette again for being the best moderator ever and for my super chat. I really appreciate that. It really helps me feel like I'll be able to keep this stuff going over time. You guys, on Monday, I have a collab with Vandy's Closet Melissa coming out, a ThredUp unboxing. You don't want to miss it because it's really good. A little bit of a tip. It's really good. I got another really great one. So I hope to see you there. Be sure to leave a comment so that I know you were there. I don't know you're there if you don't leave a comment, and then I can comment back. I always reply to all my comments, and I would love to see you. Thanks, guys, for another great Live at 5 on Friday, and I'll see you next week. Bye.